All right, welcome everybody, and happy leap day. It's a leap year, and we have an extra day this month, and it's the first day of the week while it's one of the extra days in the year. And so this is a call that we do every single Monday. It's called the Health Huddle, and we're doing this one a little bit differently. We're going to share some stories of health. We do these calls like this very similar or very often because we have tons of people that have totally transformed their lives, like you're about to hear tonight. So we thought we can join what we do on the Health Huddle, which is, a topic of health and sharing stories or people giving tips on what they've learned on that subject, as well as just sharing some stories and kind of going over kind of how our program works and everything in between. We have a lot of people. So this is probably one of the most eclectic groups we've had. You're probably on this call because either you've totally transformed your health and you're helping other people and part of our community, or, you are in the midst of getting healthy right now and you're making great progress. Maybe someone just invited you to learn more because you're wondering what's going on. Either way, we're going to cover a lot of it tonight. Some of this will be a good recap because, health is really just about staying focused on the basics and just staying plugged into community. So some of you, this is what that's call going to be for you tonight, and I'm really excited to share. So with that being said, tonight's call is about creating health from the future. And we just got done with a leadership event. Another big benefit of paying it forward is our company does awesome support and leadership that we do. So just continuing to evolve our health. And the main topic of what we learned this last week was acting from the future, our future selves, the future we desire, and acting in the now. So it's very similar to like structural tension, what you might know, or just focusing on life around what matters most. So we're going to cover that topic tonight, and our stories are going to be kind of based on that topic, which I'm pretty excited about. Again, this is our Health Huddle. We do it every single Monday because, it's not about how well you do something one time. It's about continuing to move forward daily. And that's what health is all about. That's why we do it together. And that's why we have so many stories, is because this is a group like no other. And that's how we help so many people move forward in their health. For those that don't know me, my name is Brad Miller, and I'm a certified health coach. And this is a little bit about me. Just in a nutshell, I watched my family completely transform their health over the last decade, and I decided to join in the fun too. I lost 30 pounds myself, but that's just the weight loss that I had. And health is not just about weight loss. I've improved the way I fuel my body, the way I live my life, all areas which we call the trilogy of health. Healthy mind, healthy body, healthy finances, or relationships, purpose. Everything, exercise, all that in between, which you'll hear a little bit about the stories tonight, as well as paying it forward to other people. It's been my complete pleasure to see stories that like you're about to hear tonight transform, just because everyday people see everyday people doing things that could be highlighted on a TV show or Good Morning America. And they have from our stories. But that's a little bit about me, and I've been doing that for 7 years. And my wife and I do this together, and we love sharing stories. So like I was talking about, tonight's topic is going to be about leading from the future and acting in the now. So just a kind of a quick overview of that. This is actually more of a not as much tangible tip of how to actually approach health, or things you can do in your health journey. Hold on one second. I got to mute someone real quick. It's more of a way to approach health, being plugged in and understanding how it works long term. We've all heard that diets don't work, and that's because approaching something for a short period of time and not knowing how to make a lifestyle change is really, you'll just end up going back to where you were before. And that's why with our program and our community, we focus on weight loss being just one of the factors of health. And that's actually where we say our program really gets started. So with that topic and that idea, we're going to talk about leading from the future and where you want to be in your health. So, so many people will, focus on the obstacles and really just try to battle themselves through obstacles. But if you really just focus on where you ultimately want to be and, in your life, in your health, and what it'll look like, what you ultimately desire, and you physically, or maybe not physically, because time travel is not completely possible yet, except for in the movies, but just, step into that mentally, that future. What is it like when you're going to be that person, and then make every decision from basically that point. Everything gets a lot easier because you're already that person. You're already taking those things, those those difficult weeks or those off weeks, or just, the times when you're not really motivated, because it's not about how perfect you are. It's about just taking steps daily. So that's why I threw this slide in here, because a lot of people think success is just about being perfect, kind of like, an eating plan or losing weight or an exercise routine or a season. You think it's perfect. Well, success is really more like the right-hand side of the screen here. It's all squiggly. It doesn't look the same every single day. And sometimes it's great. Sometimes it's not as great, but it's more about moving forward daily. And I've heard people talk about this slide before, so I thought I'd give an additional thought on it. Is those little squiggly marks, those aren't struggles, or those aren't tough times. I mean, they could possibly be, but really those are just days that, some days are, a little bit more towards the middle of that straight line, and sometimes they're a little bit more outside. But if you show up and just move forward daily, that's what health is all about. And that's actually what creates the stories that you're going to hear here in a second. So just a little bit less thought on this subject, is, you could kind of picture yourself in these two boxes. And if you're looking at this call, or if you're new on our program, or even if you're, a seasoned veteran, or if you haven't even started your health journey yet, just kind of visualize this with me real quick as I talk this through. Where you are now currently in your health and in your life and in all the things that matter to you. Taking a second to kind of own where you currently are. And then taking a second to look at where you want to go, what that will tangibly look like. That's going to be you making that decision that that's how you're going to be, and that's how you're going to be living your life, and feeling how good it feels and visualizing yourself there. So do this with me, if you will. So if you're already kind of picturing, where I'd like to be, my next health goals, because we're always moving forward, thinking about how good it feels to feel that way, and knowing where you're going to go, and starting to make the decisions and the things that you do daily based on knowing who you are, that person. You're just in the middle of sculpting them or accomplishing that next level of your health, so that every day you are already that person. So you've already taken care, like even on your worst day, don't worry about it. You're already going to end up being that person. You've already taken care of it. So even if you have a complete face plant one day, you know what, pick up and move forward the next day. That's what our program and that's what this community is all about. So with that being said, I thought we'd highlight a few stories of people that have led with their health from the future and are continuing to lead with their health from the future. And I thought there'd be no better example for a few of these people than our first speaker. Janet is going to tell us a little bit about her health journey and leading from the future, continuing to lead from the future in her health, and what she's accomplished. So Janet, are you there?
There I am.
There you are.
Okay, well, that was inspiring, Brad, to listen to you. It's like great projecting myself in the future, and I really can get that. Some days I'm there. I'm definitely in the squigglies. I've had a few face plants, but I was so blessed to see a friend of mine post her picture on Facebook and said, "Do you need some help?" And 40 years ago, I was a dancer in college. I used to work out. I was just a health freak. And, fast forward to middle age, and I'd been overweight for 20 years. And with that came, mostly minor health issues, but put them all together and it's not fun. So insomnia, I snored, I was having trouble with my cholesterol, my blood sugar. But the thing that really motivated me, as you can see, my husband and I were taking dance classes, but I got just very sore, painful joints. And, I was feeling like a very old person, and it was getting in the way of me having fun and living my life. So joint pain was really the motivation. And, I lost 20 pounds and 18 inches really quickly. I've maintained that since the holidays, and it's unbelievable what can happen in a short period of time. And that's not a lot of weight, but it made a huge difference in my life. Besides getting rid of mostly the inflammation in my body, I no longer store. My cholesterol's actually perfect for the first time in my, adult life. I was able to get off my blood sugar medication. I no longer have insomnia, but I decided to be a health coach and pay it forward, and I'm helping so many people And it's like I have a whole new direction. And as far as looking in the future, so my birthday's in April and I'm going to be 64. And so we're looking at retiring, you know, where we're going to live, what are we going to do? My husband's a karate instructor. And I'm like, you know, after getting all of this weight off, I'm really going to focus on my fitness level. I'm kind of making a full circle to back where I used to be back in my 20s. And like if I was living in a, you know, 55 and over, I'm going to be teaching Zumba. I'm going to be doing, you know, how to work out. I'm going to be doing transformation classes. I mean, you know, the sky's the limit. I mean, give us baby boomers a shot at, you know what, this could be the most exciting time of our lives because I'm having a blast. I went to a rock and roll concert Friday. I went to one of those movie theaters Saturday where you kind of lean back and like I had a salad. It was awesome. I went to a dance concert yesterday. I'm like feeling great and having a blast. So I'm loving it. That's it.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, so many cool things there, and you can tell how excited you are for your health. And just that's just what I think everyone wants that on some level. You just tell me one quick thing, as you said, full circle, and you just mentioned a whole bunch of things that have changed from your health. Knowing where you started from, and knowing how far you've accomplished, and how much has improved in all areas of your health, and knowing where you're going, like how much hope does that give you in your life to know that there's just like no barriers on where you want to go, just because you have the system to do it.
You know, it's not anything that we don't know intellectually, but really experiencing it and living every day is such a self-esteem and self-confidence booster. I mean, I'm getting tears in my eyes right now because, you know, transformation can really happen that quickly in a person's life. I've never looked at weight loss as fun. I've resisted it for 20 years. It was an agonizing thought process. Like, really? When I used to love it. And so I've got that joy back again. I mean, it's priceless, right? Joy is priceless. So I don't know if that answered your question, but I think it really moved me 180.
I think it did, and then some, because, you know, just that's not the exact point you said. There was so much more, but just kind of teeing in on it is you used to dislike dieting. You know, that's acting in the now, you know, not knowing where you want to go, but you're living in the future, acting in the now, and your health's getting better every single day. So amazing story, Janet. I love it. Congratulations. And I'm taking one of your Zumba classes.
All right.
All right. Awesome. All right. We have another awesome story of health. This is a good, dear friend of mine, and I love her to death. And she has an amazing story. And someone, honestly, when I thought about this topic, this person just really just was like the top of my mind, because I love when people just embrace their health. I mean, health is a journey, but like, man, did she just go to like, you know, full top level of health really quickly. So I'm not going to say any more, because Bobby pictured where she wanted to go and she started acting, and now she's living a life that's pretty darn amazing as far as health standards go. So Bobby, why don't you share a little about your story and kind of tie in a little bit of that topic that we're sharing with others tonight?
Absolutely. And thank you for allowing me to do this. Is my favorite thing to do. So I would love to share and hope of inspiring somebody to make the same changes. But my journey started about 3 years ago with Take Shape for Life. But prior to that, I was one of those lifelong yo-yo dieters. I had done pretty much every diet out there, including that nasty little pill called Fen-Phen, which almost landed me in the hospital with some heart issues. And I was just really at rock bottom. And I'll never forget seeing Ashley, who is my health coach, seeing all these before and after pictures on Facebook. And I reached out to her. And I just said, oh, gosh, am I really going to do this one more time? And I really lost hope because I couldn't exercise because I tried boot camps and I had injured myself. And I was on medications for cholesterol, blood pressure. And so I went ahead and did it. And it was the best thing I had ever done. And I haven't looked back since. So on my health journey with Take Shape for Life, I lost 45 pounds, got off all medications, became extremely active. I have been running. I was crazy enough to even do a couple half marathons, which I never was a runner before. So I just kind of focused and totally changed my life around. And my health coach, Ashley, actually helped me zero in on my why. And as down and as sad and as desperate as I was, what she helped me do was kind of transfer what my why into what my future would look like. And she would actually help me visualize, like how I would look. What could I do if, I could get myself healthy? How would I feel? And for us women, I'm not saying that men don't think this way, but women think about what they can wear. The jeans get a little bit tighter, you dread going to the pool or to a lake, or, putting on the bathing suit. There was no way I was going to be able to do that before. But visualizing what my future could look like helped me move forward. And it's one of those things that, looking back, I realized that I wanted to feel younger, which I do. I visualized that I could hopefully look younger, and I think I do. I mean, that picture there was 15 years. My before and after picture there was 15 years difference. And it blows my mind thinking about all the things that have changed in my life. And wearing clothes, and I guess I wear a bathing suit. Yay! So I guess I kind of want to tie up my journey with everyone just in a bow, because I've been able to keep my weight off for 3 years now. I'm a health coach. I help others get in touch with their why and move them forward by dreaming. It's okay to dream. But the thing is that I never dreamt big enough to what my reality is today. And that's a great thing. It's so much better than you can ever imagine to have your health. So that's my story.
Bobby, that is pretty darn incredible. I love your story. I love your passion. And literally, like, that before and after picture literally says it all. I mean, it doesn't say it all because you can't see everything that's changed right there, but literally you do look younger 15 years later than where you were before. And, again, you've tried so many things, and you flawlessly kept your weight off. And not flawlessly, it takes effort every day. It's not about being perfect. It's about just having systems and support. But you've done what not the average person can do. So any tips for anyone just helping visualize that future self and acting it? Because you did that, really, you did that really well. I mean, you look at all the couple before and after pictures on the screen here. And I mean, any tips if someone's saying, oh man, how do I picture my future self? Because I don't think I can visualize myself there.
Sure. And I totally get that. And that's what's so great about this program, is because it's not cookie cutter. Having a relationship with a health coach, or somebody who walks alongside you, somebody who's been where you've been, is so powerful. And you can customize it to where your current reality is and where you want to go. And it just to be able to dream it and live it. And then week by week, you see your health transform, you see your body transform, your mind, your finances, everything just kind of falls into place. And it's kind of one of those things, it's like, I don't know, sometimes people say, oh, you can't be, quit being a dreamer. No. It's really okay to dream on this one, because it will be your reality. If you want it, it will happen.
Oh, Bobby, that's so darn good. I love it. You can dream, and it's not about being perfect. You'll get there, and you'll have it daily. If you don't, that's part of how our program works, is you can't quit getting healthy. So as long as you just show up, keep working at it. That's why we do these health huddles every single Monday. So great tip. I love it. And we're going to finish up with a girl who's on fire. If you can try to top Bobby and Janet, I dare you. This girl might be able to do it. Just Ashley, incredible health story. Totally visioned where she wanted to go right from the beginning. And just, on that same topic, Ashley, could you share a little bit on this in your story? I think she might have to unmute herself. Is she there, Ashley?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you. Go for it.
Great. So I guess I'm going to have trouble topping both of those stories because both those ladies are so amazing and their stories are super successful, which I love. So I guess I'll just try to tell you guys my story and hopefully you'll like it. So I first heard about the program in May. My neighbor was on it and she's walking around with all these shakes and these bars and she's like, "Hey buddy, I'm on a health program." I'm like, "It looks like a fad diet, whatever." And I watched her lose 18, 20, 25, 30, 35 pounds. And at 35, I'm like, all right, here's my card. I got to do it. I don't know what it is. I got to do it. And I'll tell you that day, God put something in my path because this has been the most amazing experience I have ever had in my life. I am currently down 50 pounds and I saw what my neighbor had. I saw her get tiny, like she literally melted away. And I'm like, I want that. And I'm going to do this. And I originally thought that, okay, if I could lose, 30 pounds, great. 50 would be amazing. And to kind of realize at the Go Global that we all just came from that I had hit my goal weight because I'd been counting wrong the whole way. Leave it to me to do that. I just am on top of the world. And beyond that, I'd like to say I made a decision early on. I accidentally bought my health kit early on. And again, it was another absolute gift from God that I did that. And I wouldn't change it for the world. Being able to pay it forward and help people and all of that is everything in the beginning that I thought it would be. I mean, the day I got my kit, I opened it and I'm like, okay, I'm really going to help a lot of people and I'm going to make this happen. And kind of thought I knew where I wanted to be and went there. And now I just have, so many more goals and dreams. And I was talking with my health team this weekend and kind of made a vision of what my future is going to look like. And a year from now, it's going to be amazing. And I am just so excited. And I know Brad uses the term on fire a lot. And I feel it. Like I am on Take Shape for Life fire right now and just can't wait to continue my journey and move on. So. Yeah.
I love it, Ashley. Truly inspirational. I love it. And just the like, it's working for you. And then you want to share this with other people. So, you look at your before and after picture there and you already know where you're going next. Like it feels like you're already there. You're just in motion of it, living health every single day. And you just like celebrate every victory along the way.
Absolutely.
I'll ask you to give one last tip. So same thing like Bobby did. What tip would you give from yourself, not knowing that something's possible because it wasn't always easy and you started getting healthy and you did it through the holidays, so you had a few of those squiggly lines too, but you're here continuing to move forward, doing better every single day. What would you give someone that tip? It's like, I don't know if I can visualize where I'm going to be. And I'm still thinking about this kind of diet mentality. And I don't know if I can unthink that way.
Well, the biggest thing is we very much focus on habits in this program. It's not a diet. Diets don't work. We're a health program. We focus on our 5 main habits of health. Get with your health coach, find out what those 5 habits are and write down what your goals are for those habits and then make it happen. If you write it down, you're going to commit to it. If you just say, yeah, okay, I'm going to exercise more, that's not going to work. Say, I want to make it to the gym 5 days a week. For the first couple weeks, you might not, but make it a goal and strive for that. And it will happen if you say it will and if you envision it.
I love it, Ashley. Great tip and just working on habits. So it's kind of where we focused at. So hopefully some of you on the line envisioned what that future self is going to feel like for you and what that's going to be like. So just to kind of explain a little bit on our program, to kind of nail down some of the basics for you that have been getting started and are maybe thinking about where you're going to join in or what your next few steps might look like, is we focus on all different areas, but we focus really on a healthy body right off the bat. And a lot of these areas take care of itself throughout the focus on this. We focus on achieving optimal health, where we're focusing on healthy mind, coaching and accountability through, nutrition and eating plans and healthy motion and working on that. So we do this a few different ways. We do it with support and community. We do it with our education system. All these things that they're quoting, we have ways that we learn this. You're on one of them right now, one of our support tools, as well as our simple fuel plan. So basically, in short, we focus on making it very simple for people to eat healthy and fuel themselves 6 times a day. That's the best way to fuel your body. It's the way we were meant to, and we do it nutritionally balanced, and we do it making it super simple. So we have a 5-in-1 plan, 3-in-3 plan. We have nursing mothers plans. We have tons of plans, but basically we focus on getting nutrition in and making it simple and moving forward in your health. So we have over 70 meal options for these meal plans. Your health coach will figure out what's right for you based on what you're looking to do, whether you need to lose a lot of weight, little bit of weight, no weight, and you're just looking to shore up healthy habits, or maybe you have high blood pressure, or maybe you just don't eat right and you don't feel quite good, or it doesn't matter where you're at. It doesn't matter what you want to move forward. It'll move forward through taking care of your health and moving into that future self. We have over 70 of our healthy meal options. They're all exactly the same. So you just have to focus on grabbing one every little bit. And then we have layouts for what a meal you would have at home called a lean and green, or out at a restaurant, which is a lean and green. They're simple prepare, simple guidelines, which basically means eating your meal plan is very simple, super easy, and you can just follow it. And basically, I like to think of it like this is, we have so many things going on in our life. What if healthy eating and healthy fueling was one of the easiest things about our day and not one of the hardest things about it? And through our program, and usually most people try out the 5-in-1 first because we're looking to shed excess fat and build muscle and retain that and work on our body composition. That's what I use to lose my 30 pounds and continuing to move forward in my health. I haven't found any of those 30 pounds that I lost, and I don't ever plan on finding them again. I plan on keeping moving forward in my health. What we see weight loss wise is about 2 to 5 pounds a week, and then for the first 2 weeks, and then 1 to 2 thereafter. And sometimes the more diligent you are, sometimes we see a lot more than that. And the best part about this too, this community, this support, this education, this being able to start discovering and reaching for that person you want to be in the future, doesn't cost you any more than what you're currently spending on food. So you just trade out the junk food or whatever you're already eating, and most people actually save money on this program. And it basically looks like down here at the bottom where you eat 5 meals a day, 1 lean and green, or maybe you're on one of our other plans, and just drinking a ton of water and basically moving forward and transforming your health and your life. And these are just a few of the plans that we have here: 5-in-1 plan, 3-in-3 plan. We listed a bunch of them. You connect with the person that invited you if you don't know where your plan is. Or if you're one of the people on the line and you've been wondering knowing what's next, these are, like the 3-in-3 plan might be an option you're going to be utilizing here. Doesn't matter. What the great thing is you always have a plan. It's like you always know you have a plan to rely on, which makes it really simple and easy. But what I love, and this is the whole deal about it, and again, if you're looking at starting this plan and maybe you've been curious or maybe you've been poking around for a while, all the way to if you are even in the middle of your success, like you heard from tonight, this is the basics of what we do that helps you be successful. We take our education system with Dr. A's Habits of Health, which really helped transform my mind. You take the support of someone who is a health coach, no one who's a guru, but someone who's working on their health daily and wants to support you and encourage you, along with a community like this and one of our meal plans that you can follow. We have predictable transformation. You're going to change your health. And it's basically how far do you want to go and how fast and what do you want to do next after that? So we are so glad you could join us here tonight. I thought this would be a really good topic as a special day where we only get one of these days every 4 years, the Leap Day, and just basically ask you guys here, no matter where you are on your health journey, who is counting on you to be at your healthiest? And where do you want to be in your health? And what is that future that you may have turned off that ability to dream about or think was possible? Or maybe you bought that lie that said, maybe I can't feel that good. Maybe as we get older, we're supposed to gain weight. Maybe maybe I can't be that. Maybe I don't have time. Maybe I can't be like I was, when I was, younger, before kids, or, whatever the thing might be around you in the back of your head, the lies that you've been told by our society. Where would you be? So with that being said, we are doing something special. We actually helped more people this entire month than we've ever helped before start that health journey. It's kind of like that every single month. So we thought we'd do an additional celebration. So if you joined in tonight and you're thinking about starting your journey, and maybe some of our stories, tipped you over the edge to say, this is the time for me. We're offering $25 tonight if anyone wants to get started and start off March with where they want to be in their health towards one of their nutrition plans. So if you want that to be you and you want to get started tonight, reach out to the person that invited you. They'll let me know. I'm doing the drawing right after this. I'll get back to you guys immediately, and you guys can get started on your journey tonight, or maybe at least find out what it would look like for you to take one of those next few steps. Because the question should always be is, what would that look like? And can you help me kind of figure out what that would look like so you can start taking those steps on your journey? So with that being said, I want to thank everyone who chimed in on the chat. A lot of great tips on there. The stories, truly incredible. And maybe this helped you guys visualize that future or that next future, because so many of you have accomplished so much in your health, that you're going to be leading from next. And sounds like maybe a few people will be joining us as well. So great stories tonight. And for those that are already paying it forward, we have a leadership call with our medical director starting right now. So we'll see you on the call. And thank you guys for everything tonight. It was awesome. Have a good night, everybody.
Thanks, Brad.
Thanks, Brad.
Thanks, Brad.
Awesome, guys. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Have a good night, everyone.